Hey, what's up YouTube? Whiskey 6 Oscar Bravo Bravo here, and we are out again. We are at Park US-6448. That is William Randolph Hearst Memorial State Beach, and we are using the FTX-1 again, but today we're going to try it with some FT8. I have it, it's receiving now. I think I've got it showing that I'm transmitting. The only thing is I cannot figure out how to get the cat control to work, so that just means we got to manually tune the radio and put in all the digital settings, you know, turn all the filters off and whatnot. So I've got it set to the ALC is down at the very bottom. I'm getting my power out I want. I'm receiving plenty of signals up there. I haven't called CQ yet. I am still having the issue. I just tried. I added some ferrite back there, a toroid core to the power cable. I've got one on the antenna. I've got, you know, mic, USB cables. But when I'm using the battery box here, it's still shutting off when I transmit at 100 watts on 40 meters. I tried to call CQ sideband and the radio restarted. So still having that issue. What's weird is if I plug it into the 20 amp hour, that doesn't happen. Something weird with the battery box. I've never had an issue with the battery box with the 891. So I'm guessing somehow RF is getting into the radio and it is causing it to shut down when I transmit on 40. It also did it, I think, a couple times on 17 last weekend. But let me show you my setup today. It's a little different. I wanted to try and see if it worked, and actually the SWR is great and I'm hearing great. I don't know how well I get out. But you're using an in-fed half wave, and if you see, we're just on the edge of this cliff here, and the in-fed half wave is just on this tripod at about 4 feet high, and it's probably a couple feet away from the metal fence, but I just ran it here across these bushes. So it's just sitting in the bushes. I figure I'm up on this cliff here that's probably about 40 feet above the ocean down below. And so I'm keeping it off the metal fence, and then I just clipped it to this branch on this tree here. But if you can see, there's the beach down there. I was just gonna throw it over the edge, but I don't think the cliff's high enough. Plus there's a bunch of people set up down there, and I didn't want to throw a wire on top of them while they're sunbathing. So here's the setup. Oh, you probably can't see my setup. Got the camouflage tent, it's probably invisible. So, you know, another thing I might do later is I might unplug the VHF and UHF antenna and try 40. I don't know. I even put some RF chokes on that antenna. And now I've got this at 30 watts for FT8, but when I first hit tune before I turned the power down, RF was getting here because it was disconnecting the, I was getting a thing saying it was disconnected for the USB cable for this. So I turned it down to 30 watts because I never do 100 watts sideband. Even if I wanted to, that infant half wave, I think it's only rated for like 40, 50 watts digital. So we'll get going here. It is hot today. I'm sweating. It's like 80 something degrees here. Pretty warm for the beach. All right, so we'll get going. Stand by. Whiskey 6 Oscar Bravo Bravo. So we are calling CQ on the even time slot. I started to call, but it was at the end of the odd one, so I switched it to even. So if you look here, SWR is nice and flat. The sun is almost directly overhead, so I bought another little blue tent, but I forgot to bring it, so we're using this huge tent, which is, it's wider than the table this way. So see, anybody come back to me? I just spotted myself. All right, 2 CQ calls. You know, also, actually, I don't want to touch the laptop when it's transmitting. This thing freaks out when you, so is my other laptop. If you touch it when transmitting, it doesn't like that. But what I'm gonna do is go to PSK reporter. I don't know how well you can see the screen. It looks like it's flickering, but let's go here. Switch this to 20 meters and hit go. See if I'm being heard. And I do have 12 reception reports, not a whole lot. So once this gets done transmitting, I will see what kind of signal reports we're getting on those. So it looks like we got 12 that reported up, looks maybe north of Oregon, and the east side of South Dakota is the furthest east. So let's see. This one's reporting a -12, -17, -8, -18, -19, -16, -10, -8, and we're transmitting again. So let me stop touching the laptop. I got one more up here I want to check to see what it looks like. At first it wasn't decoding, it's because I forgot I needed to install a time sync software, and it was actually 19.2 seconds off. So once I negative 22, once I installed the it's called Dimensions, it synced it for me. Okay, I'm getting a call now from Alpha Bravo 5 Golf Charlie, negative 19. So we're gonna go ahead and I know I could just upload the log out of here. That's weird, my camera stopped recording. I know I could just upload the log out of here. Did I hit record earlier? Let me check. Okay, I think I hit record because it says this is my 4th recording. Anyways, I know we could just upload the log out of WSJTX to Park's POTA app, but I'm gonna create my own log. So I'll show you what we're gonna do here is I'm going to copy this call sign out of here. And then it's, I sent a negative 2 and received a negative 19. So let's go to the hammers here. Oh, let me go ahead and hit OK to log this. So we'll paste his call sign there. I sent him a negative 02. He sent me a, negative 19. And then I always put this in the comment section, just POTA activation US-6448, because I also upload to QRZ. That way I can look at the comment section and see what that was. So there we go, that's our first contact, is Alpha Bravo 5 Golf Charlie. And then we'll go to the map here and let's see where he is. Probably Texas. Oh nope, looks like he was Louisiana. So we got I think that's Louisiana over there next to Texas. I'm not very good with geography. So we got our first QSO, and we did so FT8 using the FTX-1. So we got FT8 working. Oops, I should fix my power in here. Fix that. So what was I gonna say? I forgot. Anyways, my first FT8 contact on this radio, so that's pretty cool. So let's go over here, and I think I hit this to sync it. Nope, it was the other way. I wanted to put my receive back where I was transmitting, so I'm not seeing other calls there. So let's go ahead and enable transmit, see if we can get another one. And I'm also going to try today, I'm going to try to do some slow scan television from here. I think I've got this. What I did was I hooked up the radio to the laptop at home to get it configured. I hooked it up to a dummy load, so I actually didn't know if it was receiving properly. I could just tell by the waterfall it was hearing. It wasn't completely black with nothing there. It was hearing something. So I hooked it up the antenna today, and you can see down here it's hearing well. And if we go back over here to PSK reporter, you can see I'm getting out too. So it's almost been 5 minutes. Let's refresh it. Now I've got 25 reception reports, and it looks like I'm getting up to Alaska here. I'm not gonna, let's see, I'm transmitting right now, so I'll wait to touch the laptop. So we got 13 more reception reports now. Once it gets done, I'll zoom out. We'll see how well we're being heard in Alaska. Okay, so let's zoom out on PSK reporter. Let's go down a little bit. So being heard by Kilo Lima 3 Roger Roger, and it's a negative 19, so we're making it up to Alaska. Let's see if I've been respotted on the RBN network. Oh, it's transmitting again. Did you see that where it just stopped moving? I've also had it where I've had to restart the laptop when I'm touching it. Somehow it like disables the mouse, and then I have to completely restart to get the mouse to work again. All right, let me go back up here. So actually Alpha Bravo 5 Golf Charlie spotted me, so that's cool, but the RBNs don't show up as a number. So I do have 1, 2 RBN reports there as well. All right, I can't touch it again. I gotta wait a second here. So you looked at SWR is nice and flat, not overheating the infed half wave toroid in there. I have before overheated those, but it's usually when I'm really trying to get a station and they're not quite hearing me, and I slowly turn up the power. And then how you can tell you're overheating is your SWR will start to creep up on that infed half wave. So, all right, we'll be back. We'll show you the next one we get. Stand by. Okay, so it's going slow. It's been about 5 minutes. This is only my second one. It's Whiskey Mike 8 Quebec. So we have our second one calling us right now. I just gave him a -3. Oh, my phone's ringing. Better answer this. Be right back. Okay, so Whiskey Bravo 8 Quebec keeps calling me, but he's not responding, so I don't think he's hearing me now. But a Canadian station has given me a signal report 3 times, so I changed it. We're responding to him. He gave me a -12. I'm giving him a +3, and it's a Victor Alpha 6 Victor Zulu. So getting a DX QSO for the day, getting Canada there. So we'll get that one in the log, and probably not going to do FT8 very long. I just wanted to do it to see if we could with the FTX-1, because I cannot find any really clear instructions online for setting this up, and every single one that I have found said they have not been able to get the cat control to work. So it's the same here. I'm not able to get the cat control to work. So I'll go and show you the settings in a sec, what I did to get it to work, just so you know. Be back in a moment after I log this QSO. Okay, so I don't know if you see, I'm in the device manager, and you'll see that the enhanced one is COM 5 and the standard is COM 6. So enhanced is COM 5, and the enhanced goes under serial port here. So I've got, I selected the Yaesu 991 for the rig. Someone else recommended the FTX-1, but that didn't work. I switched it to the 991 with COM 5, got the baud rate to 38,400. Data bits default, stop bits default, handshake default, nothing under DTR or DSS. Got 64-bit on the ham lib. I did try 32 because someone recommended trying that. Up here we have it set to RTS, and then we have COM 6, which is the standard port, and then nothing under the transmit audio source. It's grayed out. For mode, we have data PKT, split operation none. So that is the settings I have there. And then of course, you know, you go to your audio, and it is just microphone USB audio device, speaker USB audio device. So that's all the settings for configuring it to get to work. Like I said, I've watched about 5 different videos, read multiple posts. So far, everything I've seen, no one can get the cat controller to work. And I went through and tried a million combinations of switching button or checking radio buttons in there and whatnot. I could not get it to work. So it is working, just I can't control the rig with the laptop yet. So right now we are, you know what, maybe I'll down one person I think that did get it to work used Ham Radio Deluxe, and then you can select that as the rig. I think he was able to get it to work, but I think it's because Ham Radio Deluxe has the correct radio already updated in their software. So maybe we'll buy that. I've never had it, never tried it, so don't know. Maybe we will and see if that works. But this works fine for now. You just got to manually tune the radio to where you're going to call, and then just make sure that when you're in here, you switch it to where you're actually. What's weird is I think when I change the radio, I think it is changing here, but when I change it here, it's not changing the radio. Does that make any sense? Anyways, all right, we'll be back with the next QSO. All right, so my dad's gonna meet me on 40 meters. So let's change to 40. And we gotta redo all the filters, turn the preamp off, turn AGC off, DNFs off, attenuators off. So we got all that set. Let's see, it looks good over there on receive. Yeah, see, look, if I change it on the radio, it changed it in the WSJTX, but if I change it here, it won't change it in the radio. So it updates here at least, because I've had radios before where I wasn't using cat control and you forget to change it, and then the frequency doesn't get changed. So let's go in and update. Let's change this. Let's see, what are we at? 63 reception reports. Oh, and for some reason my power ALC went way down. I had it adjusted where the ALC was bare, you know, down to where it stopped moving. It was putting out the 30 watts. And all of a sudden I noticed PSK reporter was dropping off, and I went back over, put power back on, and it was only putting out about 5 watts. Put the ALC back on, went and adjusted the power in WSJTX, and I had to go up probably like 7 to get it to start to move again. So I don't know if somehow maybe I touched the laptop and it adjusted the volume in the laptop, but it was acting kind of funky. Actually, what I'm gonna do right now is I keep my home one at 20, so let's change this to 20 also. So we'll tune it for 20. We should be, let's see here. You're still at 30 watts. Make sure all the other filters are off. Okay, all the other filters are off. Probably not going to be seeing anything. Let's see, we've got only one reception report still. Not including the RBN network reports. So, not seeing anything here. I wonder if I turn the preamp up one. Go to 2. Oops, wrong one. Preamp 2. It's weird, I got preamp 2 on and it's only at 60. It's not even hitting the red. Although, I'm going to turn it back off because I'm not hearing any signal reports. So let's go in here and let's call CQ and adjust the ALC. So, oh, first I need to tune it just to tune it. And tune it on. And hit tune. Make sure it doesn't shut off. It's shutting off with higher power. It looks like it's doing okay at 30 watts. All right, so we're tuned. Change the function button back to power. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm showing you. The camera's pointing at the laptop there. All right, so let's call CQ. All right, so we're gonna go back over here. We're gonna check ALC. Oops, gets them a little slow. ALC. All right, so we need to turn the ALC down. It's up at like 7.5. So as soon as it gets done transmitting, we'll go over here because I can't do it while it's there we go. All right, so let's bring this down. Let's start at 9 dB and we'll see. So we'll check the ALC out here. So I am, oh, that's probably my dad. Yep, that is. All right, so there, it's not moving. Let me see what the power out is. Oh, 10 watts. Okay, ALC is too low, so let's turn. He was plus 24. He's in Fresno. He's about 130 miles away. So let's go to 7. Change it to negative 7 dB. See if the ALC moves. Okay, he heard me. I got a negative 7 from him. Okay, ALC's barely moving. Power showing at 10 watts now. I don't think the ALC is high enough still. So let's wait for it to get done because it should be, power should definitely be higher than 10 watts. So let's, oops, so we were at negative 7. Let's go to negative 5. Okay, I'll be right back. Phone's ringing.
Reaching out to Whiskey 6, Oscar Bravo. Do you have a copy?
Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey Romeo Oscar. This is Whiskey 6, Oscar Bravo Bravo. You're 5-1 to 5-3. 5-1 to 5-3 on the peaks, over.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so I was having no luck with voice contacts, single sideband. And I just discovered there was a setting I had messed with in radio settings. I was not transmitting. When I key the mic down, it turned red like I was, and I usually have it on SWR, but I happened to have it switched to power, and I noticed when I was transmitting, nothing was happening. And I went in through my settings. I was messing with for the FT8 and realized I had set something to USB. I had to change it back to auto. Now it's transmitting, so hopefully we'll have better luck now with sideband. So let's see here. Let's see if I can set the camera up somewhere where you can see. There, I'll try to put it down close to the radio. Let's see here.
This is frequency in use. This is frequency in use.
There's my dad.
This is Whiskey Bravo 6. Whiskey Romeo Oscar, reaching out to Whiskey 6, Oscar Bravo Bravo. Do you copy?
Okay, see, that's what it was doing.
This is Whiskey Bravo 6.
We're gonna have to.
Whiskey Romeo Oscar, calling out.
We're gonna have to switch this real quick. Watch, it'll work fine with the with this. The 20 amp hour, but I just switched it to the 20 amp hour. Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey Romeo Oscar. Any copy on Whiskey 6 Oscar Bravo Bravo?
Yeah, this is Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey Romeo Oscar. Copy you. Probably at about 5-3.
Roger that. Also have you at a 5.3. Yeah, I had to switch the battery. I heard you call, and when I responded, the radio shut down. So I've got it switched over to the Baeno 20 amp hour battery. So it's still shutting down on the 100 amp hour battery. I don't know what's going on with it, but still doing the same thing. And oh, I don't have the meter hooked up. I was gonna see what the meter showed, but it's hooked up to the battery box. Anyways, yeah, you're coming through loud and clear.
Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be somebody that you can contact at the factory and ask them about that, I would think.
Yeah, what's really strange is I don't have this issue on the 891. I've used this battery box probably 100 hours on the 891, and I've never had this problem. So something weird's going on.
Yeah, no idea. So, but you're coming through loud and clear right now.
All right, well, I got you in the log for another mode anyways. Got you in there for FT8 and now sideband. I was trying digital for slow scan television. I could hear a few people, but no one was copying me. Anyways, I'll let you get out of the garage and get out of that heat. Thanks for coming back to me. At least I know my radio is working again.
Okay, copy. 7-3. This is Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey Romeo Oscar, clear.
All right, Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey Romeo Oscar, Whiskey 6 Oscar Bravo Bravo 7-3. All right, we're trying SSTV. We're on 14.230, and I got something coming through. It might be Whiskey 1 or Whiskey India 1 Zulu Romeo Delta, maybe, because I am talking with him right now on Instagram, and we scheduled a QSO, so we'll see if this is him. I'm not sure if it is, but hey, we'll find out. It is hard to make that out. It's a little scratchy. I see SSTV. I can't tell what else that is in there. Oh, CQ SSTV. So let's see if we got a call sign at the bottom. Hopefully it's him. And if it is, we will send back a response. Heck, we'll send back a response anyways, even if it's not him, if I can make out a call sign. So I see CQ SSTV. I can't tell what's behind it though in the image. I don't know if you can see on the screen or not. Man, I don't see a call sign. I think there is. I think this is the call sign here, but I can't make it out. Something 0 something delta. Let's us try to transmit. So I got a Parks on the Air one here. Let me turn the power back down a wee bit. I'm still at 100 watts from sideband, so we'll give it a shot here. Let me tell him I don't think it was yours. I'm sending now. All right, so let's see. I'll send now. Oh, you know what I should do after this sends? I should spot myself on POTA app. Maybe we can get some people out there listening for my CQ calls. So I'm transmitting at 40 watts. That might be a little high. I think they recommend not. Oops, don't do that. I think they recommend not doing more than what your radio can do in AM, because this is 100% duty cycle and it's almost a 2-minute transmission, I believe. So we'll keep an eye on it. So we're sending it 40 watts. Let's see, go into here. We got, give me more time. Power, yeah, it's about 40. Looks like it's a little more, but I have the radio set to 40. Let's see. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, it's at 40 watts. It's about 2/3 of the way through the call. Let's see, I'll see anything. Send him a message. See if this goes through. So we put my call signs here, US-6448, the POTA logo, CQ day W60BB. So Let's see if we get anything back there. Anybody know if I turn the preamp on SSTV, will it help? Or is it like FT8? Let me see, just finished sending. All right, so let's go back over here to receive. See, I can't, that might be a November 0 Bravo Delta. I think the call is right here. I can't tell, but that's definitely CQ SSTV. November 0 Echo Delta, I'm having problems making that out. He can't hear me. Oh well. Thanks for trying. Thanks for trying. So I think what we'll do is let's go spot ourselves. Oh, something's coming through. Is this on my history now? Okay, let's clear this out. I can hear something in there, but it's not decoding. Let's just turn the preamp on. What's that do? Actually, I think the signal went away when I turned the preamp on. Yeah, see, I can hear it now. I couldn't hear it with the preamp on. That's weird. What about SDX? Yeah. All right, let's go spot ourselves. Let's see, mode. We're gonna go data. This would be data. Respot 14230 SSTV. So let's try this. All right, so we're spotting ourselves, slow scan television, and nothing on the receive window. So let's try transmit again. Right, so it is decoding something else, but I don't think they're responding to me. I've had no luck. I think slow scan television today is a bust. Oh, I know who this is. This is Whiskey Alpha 1 Foxtrot Uniform Sierra, but he's calling Whiskey Alpha 8 Lima Kilo, I think, saying QSO. This guy was actually my first slow scan television contact. Maybe it worked me again since I'm at a park. Maybe I'll try calling him in a second. He's coming through pretty good. All right, we'll be back.
Kilo 5, Charlie, Bravo, Bravo.
Kilo 5, Charlie, Bravo, Bravo. I've got you at 5-7 into US-6448, over.
Roger, Roger. I got you about 5-5 into Tango X-ray. QSL?
QSL 5-5 into Texas. Thanks for hunting. Have a good, oh, what is it? Thursday, I think. Yeah, Thursday. 7-3. All right, Whiskey 6 Oscar Bravo Bravo here. We have finished up. Had some trials and errors today. We got the FT8 working.
6HJR, countywide.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to the repeater right now. We made 19 QSOs. We started off the day with FT8, and then we switched to SSTV, slow scan television. I heard a few stations, but no one was hearing me. And then we switched over to sideband, and then I realized one of my settings in the radio had messed it up where I wasn't transmitting. The mic was keying down, but
fast enough.
Let me turn the radio off. I keyed the mic down, the radio light turned red and the frequency turned red like it was transmitting, but there was no power going out. So it ended up being a setting that I had changed for FT8, which I don't think I needed to change for FT8. And then I'm also still having the issue with the 100 amp hour battery box. On 14, 17, and 15 today, it would turn off when I transmit. 20 seemed to be okay. So evidently there's RF getting in somewhere that's turning the radio off with the 100 amp hour battery box. But it does absolutely fine on the 20 amp hour Bieno that's right there. So here's the 2 meter 440 antenna on a cookie sheet. And then this is the antenna that we set up today. Got the infed half wave, and we just strung it along through the bushes there, I think, which I already showed you earlier. But beautiful day, very, very, very warm today. And I don't know if you can see it, Hearst Castle is up on top of that hill straight ahead. That's Hearst Castle. We are at William Randolph Hearst Memorial State Beach, but we are going to break down and head home. So don't forget, hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching. 7-3 Whiskey 6 Oscar Bravo Bravo clear.